My husband already hoovered the floor here, but I still have to hoover the rest of it, which is not really bad. But there, underneath the sewing machine and underneath the table, was really bad. Honestly, a lot of scraps and dirt, and I don't know, really bad. But this is the table, and it's a lot of yarn because I've been recording a video and I couldn't bother to put them back. And then there, and more bags of yarn because of that video, and I just have to put them back. And the fabric stash really needs to be organized because it looks like really bad right now. So yeah, that's how the studio looks right now. I want to decorate for spring as well, but let's clean up first. Wow, that was something. So it took me a couple of hours to fix the studio. It looked terrible, but now it's looking finally good. And I will show you in few minutes after we talk about my first fashion collection. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you are doing good and you enjoy the springtime and the nice weather, hopefully. And here we are with this discussion about my debut collection because I've been procrastinating filming this is a bit annoying because I need to talk a lot and I don't know what to say. Is that kind of video, where you need to speak about the projects and make people understand your vision and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So here's my first fashion collection. It's been something I was dreaming about for for such a long time, and I didn't know where to start, to be fair, because there is so much option. I had so much clothes and fabrics that I gathered for so many years, and I wanted to do something for the transition period from cold to sort of a springtime, but not quite spring yet. In a way, I shouldn't say this at the beginning of the video, but I kind of regret I done that because I've been rushing to finish it, and it's not really a full fashion collection. It's just 5 looks instead of minimum 8 as it should have been. And I should have waited and done this like for spring, summer when I had more time, because I've been traveling a lot and I was working as well, and there was no time for me to prepare this properly. So I done this in a week, more or less, because 2 of the pieces were already halfway through when I start working on this collection. I was just, I don't know, really tired, and I don't think I fully enjoyed the process and final projects and stuff. But yet, there we are. I think it's been 2 months since I posted this online because the fashion show, it was in my living room, wherever. Um, the debut collection was uh, posted online on 8th of March, which is International Women's Day. And obviously, all the garments are for women. So that was kind of the point why I was rushing through this, because I wanted to launch this on International Women's Day. And obviously, I was lacking of time to fix this and finish it and prepare it properly. So I was kind of just going with the vibe. I haven't had any sort of designs in mind when I started this. As I said, two pieces were already in working. So more or less I was just going with the vibe. But I feel like I'm just rambling a lot, like usually. So I will go through those things. I will just insert videos and pictures with each one of those garments, because in total there are 9. But I have 5 looks because one of the tops I've been using to, match with another bottom. If that makes sense. You will see once I'm going through this. So I will just be looking at my tablet so I can see the pictures. But no worries, I'll insert everything there. And obviously, my tablet is just running out of battery. Fingers crossed, I will talk quickly about each garment and we won't spend that much time, because I don't want to bore you, and because I want to show you the studio after I finish cleaning and decorating for spring, because it's a major thing for me, decorating for each season. So the first garment I want to talk about is this jacket, which, I will be honest, I haven't made this from scratch because it was already a jacket, but what I've done was just taking in the sides, taking in the shoulder pads, and adjusting the arms to fit perfectly. And then I was just adding lining because there was none. And I've been sewing this by hand, which took me hours and hours of work. And then I changed the buttons because they were black and I didn't like it. And hand sewing everything, obviously, or machine sewing some of them, but nothing is glued or stuff like that. It's just hand sewing and machine sewing as well. Adding the pearls around the collar, and then just small lace details on the sleeves and on the pockets. This one is a um, polyester or polyamide, something like that. And I think the lining is viscose, if I'm remembering correctly. Honestly, I have no clue, but all the details are on my Etsy shop, underneath the pictures, so you can have a look if you are interested. So just to mention that the purpose of this collection was sustainability, because that's what I would like to work on, using fabrics and clothes and accessories which are from thrifted shops, charity shops, art and craft scraps and stuff like this, because we need to be more aware of the fact that tons, and I'm not exaggerating, of fabrics and clothes and, I don't know, beads and jewelries are thrown away every single month, everywhere on this planet. So if you want to look more into this sustainability and recycling and what's going on with all the clothes we are donating, because if you didn't know, not all the clothes that are donated will end up being recycled, is the truth about this society and planet we are living on. But if you want to look into this kind of things, just go find documentaries online. YouTube is full with people talking about how we can improve and how we can help the planet. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy new clothes if you need them, or you shouldn't buy new fabrics if you need them, because sometimes I'm buying new fabrics as well, even though I shouldn't. Maybe sometimes I feel bad about that, but we are humans, we all trip at some point. You should buy whatever you feel like you really need. That's the whole point of this sustainability and less shopping online. The second garment is made with 2 different shirts, ladies' shirts, which obviously they are polyester because we need to save the polyester as well. I know it's not really pleasant to wear it, full of static electricity, being plastic basically, but we need to recycle those kind of things as well, otherwise they will end up in the landfills. For the front of the skirt, I kept the original front of one of the shirts, and I kept the buttons. And for the back, I used the back of the same shirt, but for the sides, I kind of patchworked and calculated some of the pieces from the other shirt. And then I added elastic to the waistline and the lining as well, and adding some lace on the bottom. And yeah, pretty much that's the skirt. Obviously, if you would like to share any kind of thoughts with me about my collection, or about how it looks like, about sustainability, whatever you feel like, please don't feel shy. Just comment down below. I won't mind even the mean comments. Because that's the whole purpose of this journey of mine and other people's, learning and evolving and improving. And I really believe that we as human race can improve one day, hopefully. It's this top which I made out of a men's suit jacket. A while ago, I bought this suit, a men's suit from a charity shop, easy jacket and obviously trousers. So what I've done is just I cutted out the sleeves and used them for some kind of cords which can be tied in the back or in the front, as you can see in the photos and videos. Obviously, because I messed up the sleeves, I kind of ruined the original lining, so I had to hand sew a new lining, which was a pain, honestly. I was like, I will never finish this. How can someone sew by hand so much? At some point, the middle finger on my right hand was just in so much pain and so many holes because I was keep poking my skin with the needle. At some point, I had to add some plasters to just, stop the needle from going and digging into my skin. But that's another discussion. So, in that tone, if a designer tells you she or he been working on that collection with sweat and blood and tears, believe them, trust me, he's literal like that. Well, so that's the top. I really love it. It's really nice and it's fitting really well. This fabric is a blend of polyester, wool, and lycra, which gives the fabric some sort of comfort and longevity and a bit of a stretch. And as I said, we need to recycle polyester as well. That's the top. Then for the bottom of this outfit is a sort of satin, which I had left from my wedding dress 3 years ago, I think. Can't remember when was my wedding. Oh my days. Well, doesn't matter. So I made this skirt for which I've been adding a lining, same fabric for the other skirt, which obviously polyester, because it feels like there is nothing else on this planet left apart from polyester. Honestly, I've been thinking for my next collection, which will be a spring summer collection. I'll be talking you through at the end of the video about that. But for that, because it's spring summer, I will use more cotton, linen, and natural fibers. Obviously, the same as for this one with the thrifted clothes and fabrics. So, about the skirt, it's made out of panels. In between each panel of the skirt, I mean on top of each panel of the skirt, I've been adding lace, and also on the bottom. This one is also with an elastic band on the waist, which is incorporated. You can see it. The next one is a special one. Is a combination of velvet, cotton, and some tulle. The top and the skirt of this look were a skirt before, so I cut that skirt in two. I kept the skirt waistline and I was just adding the buttons and the lace. And then for the top, with the leftovers from that skirt, I've been using for the arms and for the waistline some kind of lace which I cut from thrifted blouse. Overall, it came out really nice with this peplum Barbie thingy. And then we have the tulle skirt, the white one, which is made out of panels. It took me ages to make this because it's really complicated. And well, so on the bottom I've been adding this cotton lace, which is giving a bit of a drape because the tulle is not that heavy and is not draping properly. Something else about those two skirts, the white one is done with an elastic on the waistband, and then I've been adding those snaps which are connected with the black skirt. So if you want to snap them together and wear them like in this picture, fine. If not, you can unsnap them and wear them separately. Obviously, the white skirt will be see-through, but you can add it underneath a skirt, or you can wear it over some jeans. Maybe I think is a thing now with skirts over jeans again. So yeah, pretty much that's it. I think all the details about this. Obviously, you can see more on Etsy if you want. The next one, which is one of my favorites in terms of how I work this up, not really the look itself. I don't know if that make any sense. Well, so we have some trousers with pockets. The trousers are made with a fabric which I bought from a scrap store, and the pockets are made from the same garment as the top, which was a dress initially. So was a sleeveless dress, this kind of office style A-line short dress. So I've been using that to make the pockets, and then when I was just playing around with the fabrics on my mannequin, I just realized this will make a really nice top with this kind of curved cutted neckline or something above the chest, which makes it really nice. Not for me because I'm a almost flat chested person, which I don't mind at all, and I'm not shaming anyone. But this kind of top, I feel like will work for a person with bigger boobs than mine. Well, the sleeves are made from another dress, which are more like lycra stretchy fabric, and the back is made with the same thing. And those straps are made with the leftovers from the dress, so you can tie them in the back. So if I haven't said that, this collection is more like a really low waist fabric, and whatever was bigger pieces I kept, and the smaller pieces I just throw them in my bag with scraps, which I will probably use for different projects. I'm not sure yet what I will gonna do with them, but I don't know, for pillows or stuffed animals or whatever, stuff like that. I'm not throwing anything away. I really like the accessories, especially on the trousers, the fake pockets on the back. They are really nice. Well, so the last one is the same top as for the other one because there was no time to create a top for this dress. This is my favorite piece, I think. I don't know, all of them. I like all of them, but this one is really special for me. And obviously, I wasn't inventing this kind of transformation from trousers to a maxi skirt, but I really like the way it fits. And as for the suit jacket, for this one, I kept the original pockets in the back and in the front. And for that jacket, the ones which are inside. That's why it took me so long to put back the lining. So what I've done with this one, the waistband buttons, I created this line and I replaced the buttons also on the back of the skirt as well, because they were just plain buttons, like, you know, 4 holes black buttons, which are really boring. Then on the bottom, I created this slit, which confers really nice movement when you walk around. And I added this trim lace. Pretty much that's it with this. I think I went through all of them. So let me know which is your favorite. Let me know if you have any comments about this collection, if you think I should have done more or less, or whatever advice you have for me, I will take it. Or critics, I don't mind. So that's it with this collection. Everything is on Etsy. I haven't sold anything in 2 months. Well, maybe at some point I'm just a small creator right now. I just have 200 followers on YouTube and more or less on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Obviously, I was expecting this because when you are a small creator, people don't know you, so people maybe don't trust you, because when you have zero sales on Etsy, you know, customers will keep away. But I'm trusting the process. I'm hoping at some point I will actually become a small designer. And I'm not dreaming something big. I'm not dreaming of fashion week in Paris kind of show with, I don't know, 30 dresses per presentation or something. Or who knows, maybe someday I'll be there. Never know, never say never. And expect more than expect less, if that makes sense. Well, so that's my collection. Those are my thoughts. Fingers crossed I haven't forgotten any detail, or I don't know, any kind of explanation about this collection and garments. But if there is more and you are interested, just comment down below and I will answer. Well, now let's go into my studio so I can show you how I decorated for spring. Don't think it's something major, because I just have those decorations which I had last year. Just added a few more flowers and stuff. And also I rearranged my studio maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I don't know. I rearranged the tables and the sewing machines because I don't know. I felt like this kind of thing will create more space. So probably I'll insert your picture before and one after. But let's go. Okay guys, so first I made this nice wreath for my door. It's kind of cute. And now this is how the studio looks like. I'm not really sure about this chair, which is covered with one of the blankets I made many years ago, but I don't know, it kind of passes the spring vibe. And here are my sewing machine, my serger, and this one is a new addition which I found at the recycle center. Was there waiting for me, I guess. It's really nice. It has a lot of functions, embroidery and things, and it was for free. I can't believe that. Well, I have some thread spools and up there, and my knitting needles, my scissors, which are really cheap. I really need to invest in something really nice at some point. And my table, which is really big but not really spacious. My crafty corner there. And I really love this decor with cherry blossom and stars, which are left from Christmas, but I couldn't take them down because I still like it. I don't know, it looks nice with my signature there. And there is my lovely sewing machine, which is an industrial one. Obviously, I love it. I won't go back to a normal domestic sewing machine after this, honestly. And there is one of the corners. So I need to change the calendar page because we are not in March anymore. Well, I forgot, to be honest. I've been really busy traveling and doing other things, crochet patterns. And then this mirror here, which I decorated with some fairy lights. That's my bin with a lot of scrap fabrics and a small chest of drawers, plastic one with different kind of things. Zippers, buttons, beads. A cheap mannequin. I don't have a nice one, but who knows, maybe at some point I will invest in something. And then, if I'm going back, is this one, which is made up. My husband put it together. It was like a long chest of drawers, but he made it like this, and it looks really nice. And then, there in the back, obviously, my yarn collection and some of the fabrics and some of the patterns and books and whatever, a lot of things. Okay, so let me know if you like the studio right now. And here is a picture with how it looked before, just as for reference, you know. As I said, I changed the arrangement of the tables in a way. And I think now it's more space. But as you can see here, I have a lot of fabrics, which will be part of my next fashion collection. Is a lot, and I don't think it's all of it. I think I have more clothes and fabrics which I will try to include in this. I don't know. I'm not sure about those two because they look more autumnal rather than spring summer. But we'll see. Well, I have this pink one which I really like and will be a dress. I don't have any sketches yet. I don't have any plans. Probably I will just do like with the first one, go with the flow, go with the vibes. So, some curtains, some really nice tablecloths, a bed sheet, another bed sheet. And just to make it clear, probably there will be people which will be telling me that those clothes and bed sheets and table runners and stuff could have been used for the purpose they've been created and people could have buy them. Don't. I'm not trying to be mean, but honestly, I've been seeing this a lot on the internet, a lot of mean comments to other designers which are using sustainability as their fashion. And there have been people commenting that, you could have just leave that there on the shelf and people could have buy it. Well, it's the same thing. I bought it. I saved it. Other people could have saved it as well, but I did. I was there before them. Maybe this one, looking fine. Maybe someone was just thrifting this bed sheet and was taking it home, but maybe not. You don't know. As an example, I've been seeing the same skirt in one of the local charity shops, which I'm visiting nearly every week. I've been seeing that skirt there for a few months. Nobody bought it. And it was, as for reference again, no shaming, was a big size. And sometimes when me and other creators buying those bigger size clothes, people are just going crazy because apparently we are ruining clothes that other people can buy for their size and use them. Well, as I mentioned, that skirt was there for months. So nobody bought it. I don't know if now it's still there because it was something floral, burgundy, maybe it was more like for autumn, winter season. So I'm not sure if it's still there, but I will go in my local shop again and look if it's still there. My point is, people could have bought this and used them as they are, but maybe they didn't. So we don't know. I bought them and I will use them. And if those clothes won't be sell, I will wear them. And also this bed sheet is really nice. And I done this before. I bought a bed sheet with the purpose of making a dress out of it. But me and my husband fall in love with that bed sheet and now it's on our bed. So who knows? I'm just showing you for reference. This one, for example, is a fabric which I bought from a scrap store. Same as this one. This is a tablecloth. Maybe I'll use it for a skirt or for trousers or for something else. I don't know. This is a curtain which I really love. I'm not sure if I will include in this collection or not because it's really nice. And again, I'm not sure if I really want to use it. Maybe I will just ruin it. Destroy it, make it into something else. Maybe I'll just use it here in my studio as a curtain for my door. I don't know yet. This is a dress, a cotton one, which I will probably repurpose into something else. Those are 3 pairs of trousers. This is another lace dress. So as you can see, I have plenty of fabrics to play with. I just need to find the right direction and the right line for this collection, if I may say that. I don't know. The point is, please do go into those charity shops, scrap stores, wherever you want to go. Please go there and buy the clothes and repurpose them and create something else with them. Don't let people stop you. Don't let people get into your mind. Just do your thing, okay? If you find this nice bed sheet, you want to use it as a bed sheet, fine. If you take it home and you change your mind to create it into a dress, just do that. Keep the scraps and use them for something else, patchwork. I don't know. For example, I have 3 sewing machines, which I want to do covers for because right now I'm just covering them with pieces of fabrics and clothes. So all the scraps you have, you can put them into a nice project for around the house. I don't know, a pillowcase, a table runner, blanket, quilt, whatever you want to do with them. So the point of me yapping about this thing is because I've been seeing a lot of comments, mean ones, to people which are creating using thrifted clothes and fabrics and bed sheets and stuff like that, about them being not considerate that other people could use them for the purpose they've been created in the first place. But let me tell you something. If we do that, there is a chance those things won't be bought. So they will go into maybe a recycle center, which is no bad, or into landfills, or into other countries which probably will use them, but most likely they will end up into the seas and into the ocean and into the landfills, as I said. So in this direction, if you want to watch more videos about this process and stuff, you can find them online. Probably I won't link any down below because that will mean a lot of research and I don't have time, to be fair. So the whole point of this is, if you want to do something for this planet and if you feel like you can do something with that bedsheet from the charity shop, just don't stop yourself there. Just buy it and make something nice for yourself in a more relaxed way. This is my fabric stash. I'll probably start working on this tomorrow, the date I've been thinking on to launch my next collection. It will be at the beginning of May. I will maybe post updates on my Instagram stories or short videos on the other social media platforms. But what I've been trying to say about this, I don't know, because I feel like I've been talking a lot and I don't know if it has any sense or not. So I'll try to do like a roundup and we'll close this video in a way. Do whatever you feel like. Buy that dress and make it into a skirt or trousers. Buy that bed sheet and make it into whatever you feel like. But be mindful about that. Don't try to overconsume. Don't buy things you don't need, especially if you buy new. But obviously, if you buy secondhand from charity shops or thrifted stores or whatever, it's still overconsumption if you're buying 50 dresses in 1 week. I'm not trying to shame anyone and I'm not trying to be the moral of the story, honestly. I'm not. I have done those things, not buying 50 dresses in a week, but just buy more dresses than I need. And I remember a few years ago, before I started this kind of sustainability in a way, I remember my wardrobe was full with dresses, which probably 10 or 15 out of them I wasn't able to wear in that summer because I had so many. And there, apart from going to the office and going out on the weekends with my husband, visiting some castles or places in the UK, there was no much time where I could have wear them. So then I realized I need to stop buying things, because before I was like, yeah, but I'm buying them from charity shops, so should be fine. No, it's not fine. It's still overconsumption. So if you feel like you need 50 dresses in your wardrobe and you are sure you will wear them all summer, more than one time per item, then fine. Fill your wardrobe with dresses and skirts and shoes and whatever. But if you have 50 dresses and you wear just 20 of them one time each, then it's not worth it, trust me. Plus, our bodies are changing, our fashion taste is changing every season, maybe every year. So, what's the point? Just leave it there. Someone will buy them. Someone will buy them to wear them, or someone will just repurpose them as me and other people do. So I feel like I'm kind of contradicting myself in a way, but I hope it makes sense in a way what I'm trying to say here. Well, so I feel like I was just rambling a lot about charity shops and being responsible and sustainable. Therefore, I feel like I should end up with this video here and leave you guys with something to think about. Please let me know which one was your favorite, if you have had any favorite, obviously. Let me know about your plans to be more sustainable this year. Let me know if you think I'm wrong about this, because as I said, I'm just looking to learn from other people and be more mindful about whatever is going on right now with this fast fashion and everything. That's it with this vlog. I hope you enjoy this kind of thing. The next one will be more like a travel vlog, I think. Me and my husband been to Italy and I was recording some things we done there. And I know it's not about sewing or knitting or crocheting that much, but I want to blend in my life as well into those vlogs. So, well, I hope you guys will have a nice week and enjoy the weather, enjoy the spring. Go there, create, and spread the joy with other people about your creations, because I love seeing those videos on internet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. So, take care. Bye bye.